What's good, family? Good morning. Welcome to Underrated Morning Random Conversation. Excuse me, part two. Have some breakfast. The family ain't had nothing to put some stuff on. Watch out for the fellowship that I always do Sunday. It might be 8 o'clock, but so far it's gonna be 7. But watch out for that fellowship live. Some dinner, possible dessert. Don't know yet. Don't know yet. Well, watch out for that. Thank you. Thanks for coming. Wait for some more people to come in. If you want to get to know me, yours truly, Jerry Thomas. Facebook group. Also, I'm a Facebook page. Facebook group. On caps. JT MVP. Thank you for ourselves. Again in caps. JT MVP. Thank you for ourselves. Hold on, family. Hold on. Thank you for ourselves. Hold on, fam. I'm trying to see if there's something. Put this back. Yeah. Also, I have a Twitter account. Also in caps. At JT Blackman 44. Okay. Let's get them likes up, family. Thank you. Tajay, thanks for coming. Very much appreciate. Poetic Kells, as always, thanks for coming. Riley, Bitch Food Review, thanks for coming. Bell My Room, thanks for coming. King Ways, thanks for coming. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. I'm on way. I want to eat with the family. And plus had these Francis Washington. Thanks for coming, as always. Let me hit this back. We're gonna talk about some serious things this morning. Oh yeah, it might be before the fellowship live. I might do a boxing after fight boxing analyst. I don't know, between maybe 2, 3 o'clock. Never know. I might do that too. So watch out for that. But the fellowship, definitely doing that's like 7. But I might after this, I might do a fellowship. I mean, not fellowship. I mean, I'm gonna do fellowship later on, but after this, I might do the box analyst with Kurt Sugar. Never know. I'm just saying. I'm just talking to the brother. He said he'll let me know. You might see something like that. So stay tuned for that. All right. We're gonna break down the fight. So might watch out for that. All reliable. Thanks for coming. Rising Star. Thanks for coming. I appreciate you taking time to come through. Hope everybody have a safe journey. Went to the fight last night and get back safely. I'm glad, happy for that. Uh, um, hold on, let me check one more thing before we get started. Before we get started. Okay. Let's get them lights. Let's get them lights up, fam. Let's get them lights up. But as you already know on YouTube, the people know about Israel doctrine and Poppy and Bombada. There's a lot of things has surfaced. And again, I'm gonna say I do support the brother Israel doctrine. What are you doing? But plus on my channel Thursday. I don't know, Thursday or Friday, but in his channel, his chat, I see quite a few of us in this community has threatened him. And we call him a rat, and a lot of things. And I know people had mixed feelings about it. But this is what I look at. We have pedophiles. We have pedophiles, rapists in our community. And we know how the system is. We don't have to talk about it because we know. But it goes to show that instead of be on his side and other people who want to knock him, want to threaten him, who want to say a lot of seen things that's not correct. But you know why? Okay. Food family is hungry, so excuse me. Well, in the past, sometimes I talk a certain thing, they say certain things. But I can say this, that when you ask people to step up, then when they step up, got a problem with it. And what's going on, all I can say, go to Israel doctrine, you find out in the past lives. There's quite a few people knew what's going on, and they kept their mouth shut. And our people, some of us, we just don't get it. We just don't get it, you know? You know, and I know people are told, but why, call the FBI? Listen, brother, try to do a certain way, wasn't working. So he got to do what he got to do to protect our community. And like I said, well, I had no problem with it. Now, until we create our own protection for our community, the ones who want to cause this nonsense of threatening, it's nothing y'all can say. And the sad thing about Poppy and the rest of them is like him. There's another generation that's happening right now. But we don't want to talk about it. There's some people say, I thought we better than that. And the ones in the chat, you're good. Some people from outside, good. Lloyd Brandon, what's going on? Thanks for coming. You have people that they just do not want good. They don't want good. They know their family is doing certain things. They refuse to talk up. It just baffles me. It really is. Well, we got to do a better job to know the situation and do it. And a lot of people don't even have a clue what's going on. They go by hearsay. Hearsay. Check it out yourself. But some of us too hard to do it because it takes work. Then you know at the end, you got inside that you know the truth, right? I know when you know the truth, that means you got to change within yourself, right? And then the ones that you know doing it, they got to come and you got to come and grips with them and tell them, right? Right? But it's too hard. Too hard. And thank you, y'all. Thank you. Let's get them likes and the views up. I might have a panel discussion on this one. I might not. It depends. Well, we gotta get our act together. Get our act together, man. I'm trying to tell y'all. See, when I learned from my late father and my mom still living, God bless. Shout out to you, Dad. Tell your grandson say I say hi. You always told me that sometimes when there are times when you speak for what's right, and no matter what it is or what situation it is, you're not gonna get the respect you should. It's gonna people be hating, They say, oh, we're going to do this to you. So you got a lot of sick people out there. But you stand firm when you believe it. You stand firm for what's right. See, our problem is just that, and we got the blueprint. A lot of people see every nation has copies from us, as many people around the world. For a long time, get emotion of phantom talk, also phantom conversations. Explain why. Talking about this. You got people acting out their emotions. Right. But they refuse to see. So they blinded. And how we someone's acting this way, it's not going nowhere. It ain't. Instead of African Bambata, Poppy has caused harm in our community for a long time. And there's a lot of people who have turned their back. And it goes even more deep, but we can get into that. Find yourself. You know, all I'm to say, family, got to keep the emotion down. Excuse me, family. We have to learn things strategically, level-headed. Make sure our mind's clear, not clouded up all the time. Be emotional, because sometimes that emotion could cost us. Costing us already. That's why when the bullshit comes, we don't know how to react because we all cloud up, want to be emotional. See, for me, I do my best to strategically to see everything for what it is. When it's time to show that part of emotion, I show that part of emotion. But when it's time to don't show that, I'm not gonna put all that emotion. I'm not gonna do it. Especially if I know the bigger picture. And that's a lot of us too. We don't want to deal with the bigger picture of things. Because sometimes it hits home with us, some of us, and throughout our community. And when we don't do that, that's how we get caught up in certain situations. That sometimes costs out, sometimes it costs us for a long time to get out of it. There are sometimes some emotion that deals with daily, you know, you got to act on it. Now, I'm talking about that. Well, see a lot of people that's talking, you know, on internet. Oh, yeah, I do this. Why? You look at your life. Then you got to think about your family too. And again, think about throughout our community. And sometimes like you talk about threats, we talking about doing this and that. You're talking about hurting your fellow brother and sister. And Jay Hernandez, what's good? I appreciate King Ways. I appreciate that. But I want you to support the one and only Underrated Darkness. Oh, I forgot to say the fucking team. Man, I was hungry, y'all. Woo, I was hungry. I didn't have to eat nothing yesterday, so I was hungry. Support the Underrated Darkness, the one and only, the underrated one, the grinder. Hit the bell when I come for the powerful live stream of video. Share this streams that I did and videos that I did in the past. Share those. Let's get them likes up and views up for those. Thank you very much. Like I said, I might do some with Kurt Sugar and a few others. I said between 2:30, 3 o'clock. I don't know. Let's watch out. But if not, the fellowship live will be on later on. So check that out. I'm pushing it for 7. Pushing for 7. It's not 7, definitely 8. All right. But I'm trying to do it for 7. Because after this, if I'm doing like another live, after that, I don't think that live if I'm doing the pause, I don't think it's gonna be like a long time. Because I gotta get up and I probably want to get some little rest and then start on the feast that I'm prepare for the family tonight. And it definitely is going to be a dessert. Top of my head, family. I'm gonna hook it up. Put in the freezer. Got a nice little taste tonight with the dinner. Check it out, and we're gonna talk about some things tonight. All right. So watch out for that. That's definitely going to be a panel discussion. All right. But I'm a handpick though, like I said before. But it's going to be panel discussion tonight. But that's what we have to do, family. That's what we have to do. Get off that. But fam, like I said, this is not the time to be threatened. Time to protect each other and understand the situation. And the ones that perpetrate this hate, we need to tell them to stop. We need to tell them to get them out of here. So we need to support my brother Israel Doctrine and the ones that are putting out this truth. Putting out the truth, I mean to say. We need to support that. So we need to support that. I appreciate King Ways. I appreciate that because, oh yeah, I know people say, what are you talking about? Israel Doctrine came to my channel, I believe it was Friday. Yeah, it was Friday. Me and him chop it up about the threats that he had for the past and even the present right now. So I want you to check out check out my channel, go to the brother, support the brother's channel. All right. I want you to go to that. Jaquel Thomas. Jaquel, stay right there. I might plug you up in. I might plug you up on the panel if you want to get. Matter of fact, Jaquel, do you want to get on the panel? Press 1 means yes, or press 2 means no. Gab Talk Media, same thing. If you want to get on the panel, press 1. That's how I'm going to do. I'm not going to just get on the people, tell people on the panel. You know, if you want to get on the Gab, if you want to get on the panel, press 1, yes, or press 2, no. I understand. Same thing as Jaquel Thomas. Because okay, no problem. Okay, just let me know. Afrocentric, thanks for coming. Appreciate that. Oh, hold on, family. Hold on. Yeah. Your brother had to go. I had to get some things. Listen, I had to get something. I had to get me some breakfast. So I cheated. Yeah, I cheated. I went to got me some McDonald's. I know, but I hungry. I hungry. I hungry. I was hungry, so I need to put something on. So I'm just finished this. I'm drinking coffee while I'm talking to the family. Um, um, yeah, okay. Oh yeah, I want y'all to. I want on one of my Doom Shiners. Could y'all go to my channel and pull that when I was talking to Israel Doctrine Friday on my channel? Could y'all pull it up and post that, please? And that's the link to the Israel Doctrine channel. And also, could y'all pull that up and post that, please? Very much appreciated. Yeah, pull that up, family, and post that to the chat. The Doom Shotters. The people say, why you call it Doom Shot? Everybody call it Rich Guy. Nah, those are my Doom Shotters. There's a history with that. One day I explain it. Now I feel like explaining. Now I explain it to y'all soon. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I'm explaining my Doom Shot. Those are my mods in the chat. Got some good. Yo, I got some Doom. Yo, when they hit you, that's head body to the ghettos. Head body to the ghettos. Yeah. Um. Thank you, Porter Kels. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Porter Kels, if you want to get on the panel, let me know. Press 1 if you want to, or press 2. I understand. That's how it's gonna be. That's how it's gonna be. I know people say, "Wonder ready, why you do that?" Because that's how it's gonna be for a while. I don't want to be like I put people on the spot. Then we get on the panel and they feel like being on the panel. Nah, it ain't gonna be like that. But I do want to talk about the gender war and what she Stacey was talking about is true and everything. But I want to talk about the gender war that really happening media that is really entering that. And as a black man, as a man, again, on my late father, my mother, on their blood, I'm coming with this. So the ones who gonna get offended, laying right now, no hard feelings, you can leave. The ones outside, you leave too, come back later. No hard feelings. But I'm gonna come with this. There's quite a few women and men's pushing this. There's quite a few people who say a lot of things about the black man, by men, period, that was not being checked. There are also, I've seen throughout YouTube, there are actually brothers that think it's okay to do that. And sisters. And it goes for sisters too. I will talk up for the black woman that I feel that is doing right. But I always say I would not deal with a woman. I would not deal with a black woman that she is doing some ratchetness or some sneaky ratchetness stuff. I'm not going. I'm not. No, I'm not being part of that. I can't be around people. I can't be around sisters or brothers that hate me. As a black man, hate my existence on. Nah, then you want to perpetrate, act like ain't nothing happened. If you don't love me, leave me alone. Like Brandon Newby said, if you don't love me, leave me alone. You don't love me, leave me alone. Leave me the hell alone. And it goes for other ones too. Times when we have these conversations, this part of the conversation I'm talking about is always changed up. It's always changed up. Why always change? Why some of us as brothers do grow some balls and stand up to these women that bringing this toxin, and even brothers that are saying it's okay to do it? When are we going? When we gonna get the help? Yeah, toxic ones. Yeah, you're right, King Wage. You're right. You know what I'm talking about, King Wage, and I know you've seen it too. Cause I know at times that when we be on when you come to my channel, you be saying same thing too. I know you talking about King Wage. You had that. I got you, brother, and the other one too. I got you. I got you. Oh, you good? Broadcast, you good for the night? No problem. But but like I said, King Wage, I got you. And other ones, no, I got you. And I'm gonna tell you like this though. Like I said months ago, don't think the darkness don't see things. Don't think I don't be observant, because I know I observe things very well. I just don't speak on it strategically. But why I see things. And I see some of your brothers be floating around, be think it's okay, while they disrespecting the black man, or even sisters that stand in alignment with the black man. I don't know, brother. You're wearing your simple hope, brother. You're wearing panties, or you wear grown man drawers. I want to know, or vice versa. For me, that nah, this cannot happen. Wherever little thing happen, you can have a certain conversation happen, and always a black man, always a black man. You don't like it? Come get this black smoke. You cannot raise your kids around toxic. You cannot say, oh yeah, I could do this. I can't raise you this way, but I'm gonna raise you the other way. Oh, you can't have that. Now people say, oh, you don't have no kids. I had dark kids. So when I try to love them the same. Each of them had different quality, yes. But when I do, try to love them the same. And I find out, and throughout the years, I found a lot of our young boys being mistreated by black women. Now, I ain't gonna talk about black fathers because I already talked about black fathers in the past. So we ain't gonna get into that because I'm not changing the conversation because of some of y'all want me to do. I'm not talking about the ones in the chat. You know, you're good. Talking about the ones outside. DJ Black Charm Music. Thanks for coming, family. Yo, go to his channel. He got banging beats. And also, like, if you want to get in the business of music or whatever it is, he knows the ropes. All right? He knows the ropes. Go to him. A lot, and also other stuff. A lot of knowledge. DJ Black Charm Music. Go to his channel. What up, DJ Black Charm? He be dropping them beats hot. I be like this. DJ Black Charm, do it. I listen. But we having some banging beats though. And I don't just let anybody know, oh yeah, that beat. No. It's gotta be like that. Yo, yeah. So, but check out my brother, check out family, DJ Black Charm Music. Well, us as men, we gotta talk of ourselves more. We gotta advocate for ourselves more. And I know it's frustrating because it's like, see, it's like just small number. But this is we have to do that. And I'm with y'all on that. You know what I mean? I'm with y'all on that. And we have to understand that. Stop disvalue ourselves. Gotta stop that, fam. Gotta stop that. And in women and the black women, you got you encourage us. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes a little encouragement goes a long way, black women. You know, it'd be nice that some of y'all can go say, I see what's going on. I got your back. I know we had problems, but I'm with you, brother. Like that. It's genuine. It goes a long way. Just as you want us to encourage Shaw, right? Same thing. And it don't go to me, it goes to other brothers too, other men too. It'd be real nice to hear that sometimes. It's like you fighting in a war. It's like when it's like you go into enemy territory and then you got something, oh yeah, I like you, but you know they want to take your fucking head off. They want to kill you. You know how it is. You feel it. You smell it. You feel it. In our community, it's got to be like that. Gotta talk about it, family. I don't want to be enemy of our own community. That is fucking mind-boggling. But this is where we are right now, and it goes vice versa too. And us brothers, we gotta talk more about this. We gotta have a conversation about this. And brother, we gotta stop, I know people say, oh yeah, you don't know. Yeah, you don't know. Sometimes you deal with a certain person, deal with a woman, you don't know at the time. Yeah, you don't. But at the same, but when you start going on and everything like that, you have to like It goes like what I'm talking about. You almost an hour ago. Emotion, because so far in this world, I want to understand, sisters. Understand what I'm saying. I'm not making no excuses. Understand what I'm saying. All these years, little by little, our emotions be suppressed until it's like this. So when it comes out, come out this way, that way, and everything, instead of just then you got brothers. They don't have, some of them do have a clue, but some of them don't have a clue. There's some of them do have a clue. They don't want to speak up. So they don't want to get the raft. And the ones that is trying, you keep on trying. There's a voice. Vanessa channel, welcome. Thanks for coming. Very much appreciated. That's what you got certain men, they have feminist qualities, they effing, and then also you got the ones like me almost died of stress on November, almost in November last year. For the whole everything in. I always wanted to talk up, but it was a lot of stuff I was going through at that moment and stuff like that. So I had to get back on my grind. And also with men, when you have families, it's good to kids to know to learn to tell them how to communicate, especially young boys. Learn to speak up. Because trust me, in the long run, when they get older, it's going to help them a lot. So, because one day they're going to have their own family, and then they could express, listen, this is how it's going to run. We got to have communication. This is how it's going to be. Because I learned that from my moms. She said, you got to see, when you see certain things that is right, you got to see for what it is. And you got to speak on it and stand by it. And us men, we got to do more with that. We got to do more doing that. I'm not saying I'm not gonna say, ain't that many men do. Oh, there's a whole lot of men that's doing it. They just not. Some women y'all just don't know. But a lot of us is doing it, but it's still not enough. And again, I'm gonna say this: the women that are supporting the men out here, congrats, keep on doing that, and I salute you. I really salute you. And at the same time, good luck, because also y'all need help. Cause I can't imagine how hard it is for y'all. Gotta stop looking for the easy way out. Sometimes you gotta talk things into existence and act on it. Because if we don't, the cycle continues. Especially we hurt ourselves and the people that we love. Pass down toxic. That's what we want throughout humanity, especially in our community. That's what we really want. To be toxic the rest of our life. Then when it's our time to go, we don't have no family around us. They don't care. You be in the bed, shrivel up, or the nursing home. Nobody don't want to be bothered around you because of the way how you treat them. That's who we want to be. I don't want to be that way. I don't want to be that way. I'm trying to live my life to the fullest. But I know I gotta stick with, I gotta stand by the truth. They even sometimes uncomfortable. I gotta stand by that truth. I gotta stand by it. Especially I know it's right. Gotta do it. Like so long to you. Can't. I believe while you get older, it's all about growth. And people say, oh, you grow. It takes time. It's like degrees. It takes time. You're growing. You're going to get set back, yes, but you're growing. And it's okay. It's okay that some people don't get it. It's all right. Because some people is not going to get it. Trust me. From personal experience, I'm telling you, the darkness know what I'm talking about. The underrated one, the grinder. Know what I'm talking about, man. Do it. But it's okay. It's growing. Then when people like-minded see that you're growing, they know that you're treating the truth. Oh, it's a beautiful feeling. It's not going to be a lot of people. Like I said before, past on live streams. But it's okay. Because you have a safety net. But at the same time, before that, you have to within yourself first develop that safety net. Because sometimes you're gonna be in the darkest times, family. And it seems like blink. But when you have a safety net with some positive ones, they give you that constructive, positive energy. Be surprised how it carry you over. You see the dim of light. It's all right. Fight for it. Again, fight for it. Because you deserve it, family. I deserve it. Y'all deserve it too. It's hard. I know it's hard. Life ain't easy. Trying to do what's right. There are elements out here they don't want to be that. But it's okay. Our own powerful vengeance. Gotta fight against it. We have to. We must. That's the only way we're gonna grow. That's the only way we're gonna have these positive degrees that we added on our own book, our own legacy. See, for me, I'm stacking for legacy now. I'm gonna do whatever I can to be legacy that help me carve it out. It's gonna be twists and turns, but it's okay because at the end of the day, I want people to say, hey, you know, that underrated right there. maybe right there, maybe he don't, you know, say something, but he do I see do certain, but he stand for the truth. And that man right there, JT, anybody that get a fight, that's the one I want to be. And right there, when I'm down, he talking to me. We got a lot of things out. That's what I want. And it doesn't cost you no money. I want people to see this live stream. He said, damn, he cared. He talked to me. Nobody's not hearing me, but he hears me. Man or woman, doesn't make that. That's why I do this. Because sometimes we don't put what other people saying. We think sometimes we take it like, oh, they making excuses or they well, you gotta listen. You gotta listen to them. You gotta understand the pattern. They've been saying it, but we don't want to listen. Now the ones keep on wow. There's difference. Pay attention to the pattern, and that person, he or she, they have a legit pattern. Like, you know, they say it, and if it touch you, that means they know what you're talking about. You gotta help them. I'd rather deal with that person than a person keep them yapping the fucking mouth talking about man or woman and don't do nothing about it. They still will perpetrate this hate. I don't want to deal with those type of people. Because these people go cause a lot. I appreciate, person. I really appreciate that. Support my channel. I really appreciate that. Hey, whatever I say ain't gonna be perfect. I say ain't gonna be like the ones. Oh yeah, I understand, Kubrick. I ain't that. But I know that wherever I talk to, wherever I say, I'm gonna do whatever. Man, gonna say bring my truth, because yeah, I bring my truth. But I'm wherever I deal, whatever I see, I'm gonna bring it to the forefront. And you have a choice. I just hope that y'all make the right choice and then learn from me the mistake I made in the past, so it make it easy for y'all. And I learn from y'all too. Check. Yeah. Help me out. Especially in our community. We got to get back doing that. Underrated darkness. See what's up. Thank you, Party Kel. The underrated darkness morning random conversation. Let me see. Hold on, fam. We be right back. I gotta check on something. I'm coming, fam. I'm coming. I need to clean some stuff up. I don't like junk on the table. I really don't. Okay. But get back. I'm saying that. Want the best. Try to get the best. Shanice Ashley, thanks for coming. Welcome, sister. Welcome, queen. Welcome. Um, Yeah, I'm a complex person. I really am. I'm a Jimmy. I'm a Gemini. Well, one way or the other, but gotta learn carefully. Gotta learn to love each other. We gotta stand up for the truth. There's gonna be some family members don't even see your vision, but can't deal with can't worry about that. Strive to be the best you can be, and you're not gonna get it. The notoriety you should. I always preach, always said that, but I had to keep on saying that because sometimes we need to hear that more. But it's okay. Now people say, "Would you think about the views?" Yeah, I like the views and stuff. Whether the time I see it, but and it's cool. Now people told me, "Oh yeah, people oh they look at the yeah, they should look at the views. They want to know they reach some people. Ain't nothing wrong with that. That's constructive. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Especially spreading the truth. Nothing wrong with that. I do it, and I push myself. But you got some people. Oh, people should not make no money. I know I'm all over the place, but y'all get what I'm saying. I'm trying to. Yes. Oh, people should not make no money on YouTube and stuff. Well, that's what they want to do. So what? It's there to make, right? Is they are they paying your bill? No, I didn't. Shut the hell up. We always want to get another people minister to us, and we wonder why the truth was like go over our head. We wonder why in certain situations that that we wonder why we're in it, like, always in drama. Sometimes we let the truth go over our head. We don't want to see that, and then when we see it, we don't want to. Deliberately we don't want to deal with it. So, so I will be here for a few minutes. Don't be ghost. But the one just came here, the one that you can always catch on the rewind. Before the fellowship talk, fellowship live, I might do a boxing analyst with my brother Kurt Sugar and maybe a few others. That might be between maybe 2:30, 3 o'clock. I don't know yet. But if not, that's gonna happen like a little later on. But I definitely gonna have the fellowship dinner tonight. Trying to push for 7. But like I said, if I do the boss analyst live, I know me, I'm not gonna be here that long because I might probably want to get 30 minutes an hour rest after that wherever that ends and start on the dinner. Oh, who knows? I'll probably just after they finish, I'll probably just jump on it, probably start there. So I'm saying like so far it's gonna be 7, but don't be surprised, it's gonna be 8. Okay, I'm just saying. It depends, but I'm pushing for 7. And I don't know. I do not know that on the live fellowship live. I don't know that I'm gonna send out the invite. So I would urge y'all to make sure that the bells, the bells, oh excuse me, the bells on your channel is lit up. All right. I want you to check on that. So no, I'm just I just want to I'm just trying to get things out. I just trying to, you know, I just want to have breakfast with the family. I just want to try to get things out that have been on my mind for a few days and in the past too. I'm most likely I'll be doing more of these because I remember months ago I used to like at times I used to do morning lives and stuff like that, and you know it was good. It was very good. So I'm gonna start doing more on those. Oh yeah, on my community live, on my community thing. I want you to check out the poll, to check out the things that I post from the past, even the present. I want you to check those out. Get the views up. So go to my channel, go to community. Now, all of them, just get them likes up on those, on all of those, please, family, please. I got some jewels on there that I pulled up. Okay? In the near future, I will be putting some more that I did in the past, but I want you to go to community on my channel. Check those out. Wherever this finishes, and most I'm gonna post that on my community, and just get them lights up on those and everything. Thank you. I appreciate that. Brother Rob, the educator in our community. Thanks for coming. Very much appreciated. You know, Brother Rob, just random talk stuff. Hold on, family. Let's see. Hold on, family. Hold on. Oh, shoot. She stay asleep. Thanks for coming. Thanks for coming. Thanks for y'all coming. Very much appreciate. Ones who come in late, always a rewind. While I'm talking to y'all, I'm gonna post this on my community board of my channel. I want y'all to check that out. And all the everything, the ones that I post that too, I want y'all to check it out. Excellent information that I did in the past. I post that. Okay. But we got to get on a grind for the truth. I appreciate that, C. Stacy. I hope I'm glad you and your family is okay. Brother Rob and your families, everybody family in the chat, I'm glad you're okay. Bottom of my heart, I'm glad you're all right. We gotta stop being narrow-minded of our thinking. I always say this, and I always emphasize this. This live stream or my past live streams in the past, you gotta broaden our thinking. You gotta learn how to adapt with the times. And sometimes when we do that, we see the truth clearly. I will never tell a person, oh, you know, you don't know this, so you don't know how I feel. Shouldn't say that. See that sometimes when we say things like that, we break down the communication though too. Now, if it's negative, I understand. We have to learn, understand each other. And to be there. There's a lot of craziness that's happened throughout social media, especially on YouTube. There's a lot of false propaganda on the down low. It's out there. Y'all know what I'm talking about. And again, like I said, it's almost an hour ago. I'm seeing y'all. Don't think I don't see y'all. I see y'all. Black man gotta love the black woman. The black woman gotta love the black man. That's how it's gotta be. And throughout humanity. Number 45. Oh, you talk about Orange Crush 45, brother Rob? Should talk about that. Yeah, I got a few minutes to kill. Brother Rob, if you want to get on the panel, press 1. If not, press 2. That's how I'm rolling it right now. So if you want to get on the panel, press 1. If not, press 2. All right, that's how it's gonna be. People say, "Why are you doing like this?" That's how it's gonna be. Hold on, brother Rob. Hold on, brother Rob. The educated in our community. Um, Brother Rob, check out your link. I send the link to you. See, my random talks is versatile. I don't talk about 1, 2, 3 things. I talk about everything. And watch out for the link, brother Rob. Send it to you. Oh yeah. See, right. Brother Rob, glad you brought it because we see things like that. We don't like talking about it, but it does reflect in our community. I'm glad you brought it because I was gonna do a live stream about that. Seriously, in the near future, I really do. I said to you, brother Rob, watch out for it. So, and then definitely that's gonna be a panel discussion, and at the same time, that's gonna be handpicked. Watch out for your link. My brother Huey, thanks for coming, brother. Keep up the good work. Appreciate you. Thanks for coming. Arnoza, thanks for coming. Appreciate that. I really appreciate the love. I appreciate that. Really do. Wherever the underrated gets, I appreciate it. No, I appreciate it. Again, brother Ron, keep on watching out for your link. And you got the Republican Party. Some people, oh, they getting hijacked. Nah, I ain't getting hijacked. They running the good ones away. There it is, the one and only, the educated in our community, brother Rob, my good brother. How you feel, my? How you feel?
Man, I'm all good, brother. I had to go and mute YouTube real quick, so my bad about the little lag. But
No problem. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about
yeah, but look, man, I just feel like the past couple of weeks we've been talking about this so-called war against black men and and black women, right? And we didn't kind of took our eye off of major developments happening in national politics, you
it.
know, with I know you call them Orange Crush, Orange
45.
Crush 45, right? But um, we are watching, literally watching the death of the Republican Party. All right, and so to quantify or to try to qualify that statement, right? All of the Republicans that have been walking with President Trump lock, stock, and barrel, right? When Democrats take the House in the upcoming spring semester, right? They're going to relaunch the investigation. And when they relaunch the investigation, all the transcripts of what's been said over this Mueller investigation, all of those are going to be released to the public. If this is my personal opinion, um, I feel like most of us on YouTube are politically naive or politically ignorant, in terms of how things work and how this one thing affect the other, right? We are in a position right now because of a political weakness to strike, right? But because we not organized and always, talking this crazy talk, man, I don't mess with politics and our vote don't count and all of this kind of stuff. We can't even put something strong enough together to kind of wield or get something out of this, what I'm saying, in a political weakness. You know what I'm saying? So uh uh recently what did happen, for people that haven't been following this thing, right? President Trump over the last I'd say 2 years has been talking about there's no collusion, right?
Yeah.
With Russia. Here it is, we done found out now that he was doing a business deal during the election
Yep.
and didn't want to, and then that's why he didn't put his businesses in a trust, in a blind trust. And so for a sitting president to be doing business with a foreign national, right,
Mm-hmm.
while he's in office, even if it's not illegal, it's unethical, it's unethical. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Because you can easily say that the reason why he wanted to have good relations with Russia was because he wanted to make sure that his business deal went through, which is not the best, which might not be the best course of action for America. This is why every president before him, if they had some business dealings, they put it in a blind trust until they got out of office. He refused to do it and did it on a large scale in front of everybody. And
Right.
and what are black folks? What are we talking about? We sitting around here talking about how we don't get along. What the fuck is wrong with us? You know what I'm saying? That's why I'll be like, man, is we crazy? What the fuck is wrong with us, Joe? You know what I'm saying? So that's where I'm at with it. I'm like, man, y'all don't see what's going on. We talking about relationships, and goddamn, something worse than Nixon is happening on a national level. and we ain't nobody breathed a word about that shit, bro.
But you know, Rob, and here I'm gonna get to you in a few seconds. I've been talking about the Republican Party. I be talking about the policies. I be talking about, but you know what it is? They don't want to pay. Some of our people don't want to pay attention. I even talking about Gina Haspel of the first woman, the first lady that head up the CIA, and why she had these unhidden policies, especially her non-community that she pushing, do Republican and stuff. The waterboarding when she was with Bush and all that. I talk about stuff like that. I talk about even talking about why it's prevalent in our community. I bring it up. Y'all could go, if y'all don't believe me, go to the archives. I've been bringing it up. There's our people we don't want to talk about. We don't. It's right there. I talk about the St. Clair. I love what St. Clair radio, that they had over 200 radio stations. No, 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 no diversity of anything. None. And they said that's illegal. I talk about stuff. It's in my archive. Matter of fact, it's in the community board up there if you want to find out. I talk about stuff on the road. But some of us, we don't want to talk about it. My brother Huey, welcome back. Thanks for coming, fam. Peace to you and your foundation.
Peace, family. Peace, peace. What's up, brother Rob? Peace, JT. How y'all doing? How y'all doing this great rising today?
Man, all good, good brother. All good, good brother. See you enjoying the weather. I wish I could do that here in Chicago. You know what I'm
Man,
saying?
look at this, man. That's why I'm like, I was just gonna ask where y'all at. Like, man, it's like 70 something out here, man. It's like December, bro. Like, what?
Man, no, I was outside earlier. I got back. I've been out like about 2 hours. I've been back about an hour and a half. It was sunny. Oh, it was all good. When I come back, it was cloudy. Now it's cloudy. We're ready to pour down rain.
Man, they playing, man. I'm telling you, man, the earth is heating up, man. It really ain't been as cold as they trying to say that it is, man. In this world wide too, man. I know it's snowing in some places and everything, man. But look, man, this snow haven't been real for the last 5 years. The snow haven't been real. When I mean real, literally, I know, well, at least here in Atlanta where I'm at, man, we was burning our snow, man. The snow is supposed to melt when you put fire to it. You know what I'm saying? So we just got to be aware of more things, just like you said, these politics and everything, man. We not aware of certain things, like even voting, man. Like, it's cool to vote. I ain't going to be the one to say, like, go vote, man, because it's all a big game, man. I don't want neither one of them motherfuckers. Why don't they make a new ballot? Well, like, we don't want none of you motherfuckers in there. I don't want the Democrat motherfuckers. I don't want the Republican. I don't want none of you motherfuckers ruling over me. I don't want none of you motherfuckers governing over me, you crooked motherfuckers, period. All you motherfuckers been swindling and doing pilgrimage and committing fraud on the whole country. Who want to support that? I mean, like, folks be always talking about going to get into politics and all this, man. Let's go hold them accountable for the shit that they doing wrong. They're committing fraud on the whole country. Everybody right now with a birth certificate, social security card, are being traded on the bond, on stocks and bond as a product. This is why we have so much product over here, and then they make us pay for the products that they trade over here on our behalf. And we still gonna allow this to keep happening. And you want to talk about politics? Fuck. That's the real shit we be telling everybody. Let's get together. Let's go to the White House. Let's go to these court systems and wonder why y'all got all these got everybody consider this product. We 1/3 of human being. We need to go to these motherfuckers with the real Constitution type shit. Are we playing? That's what I be talking about on these panels. That's why they be like, "Yo, Huey, you just too radical, bro. Like, man, y'all just too pussyfoot." Pardon my language on the channel, man. But it's just like, man. Come on, man. We got to stand up and just get on some real ground power shit, man. And stop, because they not going to give us nothing, man. This paperwork, this voting, they still going to do what the fuck they want to do, man. We didn't want him in the office now. People talk about voting. He didn't win the vote now. He's not supposed to be in office now. Bush did it when he got in office. Fuck. They predicting this shit anyways.
Yeah,
so when we going to stop playing the game?
Yeah, I remember the Bush thing. He got in office like in 2000. That was illegal. They pushing it. I remember that. But that's what about my channel. You know what I'm saying? It's all about we gotta work. We gotta work as one, and that's what it's all about. That think that sometimes there's certain ways it's not working. So sometimes we gotta learn to adopt another way and everything. And that's what my channel's all about finding solutions. That's what it's all about. So I stand for, and I appreciate your brothers come on and stuff like that. And it's gotta be more people to be talk like this. We gotta have talks like this. You know what I mean? And brother Rob, keep you go ahead.
Yeah, I was just gonna weigh in on what Huey just said, man.
Go
Hey,
ahead.
Huey, man, I appreciate your passion, brother. I really do. And we do need to hold our politicians and our elected officials accountable, right? I don't know if everybody noticed or not. There's a bipartisan bill, meaning Republicans and Democrats have signed on to the bill. Mitch McConnell won't let the bill go to the floor, right? It's for prison reform. They
Yeah.
trying to get rid of mandatory minimums and three strikes you out. You know what I'm saying? During the Bill Clinton years. They trying to get rid of this shit. Mitch McConnell won't even let it go to the floor. And it's a bipartisan bill. We're talking about 70% of all of the elected officials in Congress have signed on to this bill to reform the prison system, you know, and we sitting around talking about uh relationships on YouTube day after day and how we feel about what the other people that we don't agree with saying. And my thing is this, right? And I mean, people can feel however they want to feel. Politics is a necessity for the black community. We have to be able to walk and chew gum at the same time. Every time a street light come on, that's politics. Every time you buy a bag of flaming hots, and you had to pay your 3 cent, 4 cent taxes, that's politics. But if we think out, not you personally, if we as a community think that somehow we can bypass this system, without any organization, without any strategic plans, we fooling ourselves.
Mhm.
We are literally we have duped ourselves into believing that we can just be radical and stop everything. Nigga, if the street lights don't come on, if the police don't show up, if the fire department don't show up, society is going to crumble within itself. So
Mhm.
politics is necessary. It is a necessity. Just like how we be talking about you know, oh man, we need to start our own schools. Please understand, schools, that's politics. You literally giving kids a way to view the world. And then in that view, they exercise their politics.
Mhm.
Do you see what I'm saying? So there's no getting around it or away from it. Society is ran right by a greed measure, whether that be it's a democracy, it's a republic, it's a socialist country, it's a Muslim country, Christian country, whatever it is, it's going to have some type of identifying way of doing things, a culture. And so I go to the Amari Baraka model, you know what I'm saying, also known as Leroy Brown, right?
Yes. Yeah.
A nation within a nation. Now, it's a thick book. It's about 400 pages. They literally created a spook by the door in New York during the 70s. You know what I'm saying? Once Adam Clayton Powell left office, Leroy Brown them had an independent school, raised up their own politicians, and put them into New York. The only reason they wasn't successful was because of the rise of crack. See, we people can continue to, ignore history and that's his story and all this goofy shit, right? At the end of the day, some shit happened. Pardon me, JT. Some shit happened though.
Yes,
And by us not being informed, guess what we gonna do? We gonna continue a fight. We gonna continue a fight that we didn't won already. We still fight. We didn't won that fight already, but we still fighting the fight. You know what I'm saying? Instead of moving on to the next battle, we still fighting the same damn battle that we won already.
Mm-hmm.
We in a war and don't even know who to point the gun at.
Mm-hmm.
We got it pointed at each other. That's our problem.
Agreed. Agreed.
That is our problem, man. Look, if you
Agreed.
don't, I'm gonna end on this right here. If
Just
you
like
don't vote, you're never gonna get on a jury. Why you think them people agreed that Tamir Rice, the police officer that jumped out the car and shot him 2 seconds later, why you think those people agreed that policeman was above blame? Because none of us was on the damn jury. Why wasn't none of us on the jury? Because we don't vote. That's why. That's why. So we can
bro,
say,
it was a
oh, it's
lot
the
of us on
game. It's the game. It ain't no fucking game. This ain't no fucking game. People dying for real.
You can't say
This
that,
ain't no fucking game.
bro. You cannot say that we don't vote, bro. We vote. You can't say that we don't vote, bro. We voted.
I'm talking. I'm talking.
You
I'm
see how
talking the
many people?
numbers. I'm talking the numbers
I'm talking in
exactly
numbers.
where I'm talking about
I'm talking
exactly
in
where
numbers, man.
Tamir. If we look at the jury,
Did you see the
that
outcome when Trump won? How many people cried that he was even the president, bro? Did you see it, bro? It was some shit that's never happened before, bro. This shit never happened before. Ain't nobody never treated a president like that, man. Niggas was just motherfucking making songs about him and everything, man. Nobody did give no fuck about that man. They did not vote for that man, bro. They did. They don't matter who we vote for. When Bush won that motherfucker, we voted. We didn't vote for that motherfucker. He won. That ain't the shit, bro. They already predicting this shit, bro. This is what we got to get past. It's when motherfuckers don't vote. When nobody vote. That's when they gonna be like, oh, these motherfuckers really woke up. Yeah, how the fuck y'all gonna decide who won if didn't nobody vote? If it shows didn't nobody vote, we not voting for none of you motherfuckers. And the people are standing together to say we don't want you motherfuckers governing us with this bullshit. Period, bro. We do not want y'all governing over us with this bullshit, bro. It's supposed to be do unto others as you do have you underdone to them, man. This is what people got to really realize. See, we so lost in the midst. We'll rather vote for somebody. We'll vote to give somebody the authority to run control over us. And to vote on, let them go to vote on all these bombs. Did you go to agree for them to go drop bombs on every fucking body? No, we don't agree to that, but that's what all the rest of the world think this is what we're voting for. They make those decisions. We need to hold their ass accountable, because guess what they just
we
did?
have to we
Conspiracy.
have to
All
account
of them I
we
say,
have to
right?
compare apples
Listen,
to apples, brother.
I say,
That's what
I
I'm
say,
gonna ask. That we compare apples to apples. So literally, what am I talking about? I'm talking about, and you brought up two elections: the election of President George Bush, and then the election of uh, um, our current president Donald Trump. Right?
right.
57% of the 45 million black folks here in America voted in the last national election. That's not true when Barack Obama ran for office. When Barack Obama ran, 87% of black people voted. So there is some validity to what I was saying. Local elections are way more important to black folks, I would say, in particular. Um, we have to have control of our local politics in order to take advantage of whomever is in office in Congress. So am I saying that voting is the only solution, or the number one solution. No, I'm not saying that. But what I am saying is that that should be in our bag of tools to use for the liberation of our people. There's a reason why our people, our ancestors, I'm talking about, fought,
And I agree.
bled, and died to have that vote, and that was to get on. That was to get on juries. That was to be able to run for office, and that was to be able to try to direct some of the resources on a national level and a state level to our communities. So I end on that.
All right.
I agree with you, brother. I agree with you. I agree with you to an extent, right? But then at the same time, those numbers that you giving, bro, they giving us those numbers. We don't know how many motherfuckers voting. You feel what I'm saying? Ain't no way for us to ever be able to tell none of that. Even when they said that we had 87% people vote. You feel what I'm saying? Because they control the narratives on all of the voting. Half the Migos that's voting, they putting them under white votes. So that's that counting because there's way more of us on the planet than them anyways. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, bro, uh, man, it's just a big old game what they got going on. That's all I'm saying, man. We got to be more aware of the game because it's a big game that's being played. It's a bit deceptive, a deceptive game that's being played, and it's with all of this paperwork, man. We got to realize that they paperworking us to death, and that they running us through the mud with it. This is what they killing us through this paperwork, bro. That's the only thing that's really black and white at the end of the day is this paperwork. And that's what they killing us at with this black and white. And in our country right here, we thinking that we free and we're not. We're fucking slaves. Pardon the verbiage, man, but I be passionate about this, man, because we have to really realize as a collective, it's cool because they had could trick our collective consciousness into thinking these things is valid. You
Mm-hmm.
feel what I'm saying? And we got to stop letting them push their politics on us because it wasn't meant for us. We was meant for the people to control all of this, and we have no say so over none of it. What's going on? No say so, man. You can say that the voting is the word, is the voice for you to say so, man. But I bear the different, bro. I bear to say that if we standing out here saying this is what we all agree on, this is what we stand on. But ain't nobody coming together to stand on nothing. You feel me? We so much pulling left or right. We got to choose between Democratic or Republic. Man, I don't want neither one of them, man. Both of them is crooked. They all sleeping in the bed together. That's just like when you go to court, the judge and the DA and the prosecutor, the DA and the public defender is all sleeping together. So what fair chance do you have?
But I gotta say this, and I agree on both of your points. But I could say he we like this. Is there's some of us it's on the line with what you were saying. It just not. It just the point is that it's not enough of us is doing it, and it's got to be collective. It's got to be consistent. And that's what I'm at. And we gotta do whatever we can to preserve what we have as a community, and we have to create other avenues so we can have our own. And that's gonna be like that's gonna be an uphill climb because there's few of us is not gonna be willing to do that, and then especially like you pass down with the kids and stuff like that because I'm all about five people. Let's get that straight. There's nobody cannot deny me from it. I'm all about five people. And my thing is it's good that we had discussions like this. Man, I'm trying to hear you. Why people popping up on my shit? Hold on, let me get this off. Okay. And we gotta have talks like this. Before I continue, anybody that want to join the panel, press 1. You want to join the panel, put your email in, or press 2. That's how I'm gonna have from now on. Press 1 if you want to join the panel, put your email in the chat, or press 2 and everything. So, brother Rob, anything else you want to add on? Or brother Huey, you can keep on going.
Well, yeah, I did. I did want to say out loud. Um, it's a quote from Stokely Carmichael, better known as Kwame Ture.
Mhm.
He say, if you organize a little bit, you get a little bit done. If you organize a lot, you get a lot done. But if you don't organize at all, you won't get anything done. So, that being said, right, and initially, me jumping on YouTube, what brought me to YouTube was I was under the impression that we were going to organize uh in YouTube world and have one theme that we just run throughout the community so that we could get everybody on the same page. But what has happened is um um people have began to push their own ideals and become argumentative when the group, when the community don't jump on to what they ideology is. In general, I'm not talking about anybody specifically. And so we are in a state of constant chaos. Um, this is the tool, getting everybody. We got to get everybody on the same page. How else are we to do it other than doing what we doing right now? Find out
Fact,
what it is.
fact,
Find out what it is that we agree on, you
and
know,
push on that.
and push on that. Stop.
Fact,
We have to stop talking about what we not doing. We already not doing it. So it's no need to continue to push that shit. It would be better. It would be better. Our time would be, and this is my humble opinion right here. It would be better if we had one thing that all of Black YouTube, like imagine that for a second. If every platform that you listen to once a week, we just push it all one thing. Everybody make sure that your deductions with human resources are in order so that when tax season come, everybody will be in position to get some money. What if we just push that for the next week? And then after that, right? Then start talking about what we go invest the money in. And then the next thing, where is the money? What bank, depending on what state you in, what bank got the best interest rate? Then the next thing, here's the account number. The only thing that can happen with this account is deposits can't be made, no withdrawals, only deposits. You know what I'm saying? Then the next thing, you know what I'm saying? In 6 months, we gonna get Professor James Smalls to pick what's the best fucking thing for us to take that money that we've been all investing in the last 6 months in this account. You know what I'm saying? James Small, Professor James Small, what should we invest in? This is when we start leaning on our elders for their wisdom. You see? And if we was to just do that one thing, think about how much fucking progress we would make. The problem, here go the problem though, right? You know what I'm saying? This is an old Western African proverb. And the axe enters into the forest. And then all of the trees say, hey, look, there go one of us because of the wooden handle. You see? We don't know who the enemy is. We don't know who the enemy is. You know who the man, I could explain it away, you know what I'm saying? But until we all realize that we all got a common enemy and we should use our education to clearly point out who that enemy is and what's the next step, man, bro, we fucked up. Just like
and
DS1 say all the time, bro.
bro,
We
because
gotta heal before we
it's not.
heal, man.
This is what we losing at because most people think it's the white man, and I be trying to tell them it ain't the white man that's our enemy. You feel what I'm saying? It's the system. It's the haves and the have-nots. This is the whole game that's being played. And see, most people don't really realize that what's going on. You feel me? Because they so stuck into this, they got us so divided. That's why it's so hard for us to come together. First, we got to break down the religious barrier wall because that's a major barrier that's separating us as a whole, as a collective. collective. You feel what I'm saying? Because we just reading from different books, or some people don't believe in none of the books at all. You feel what I'm saying? But we have to see that to get anything solved, it's all of us at the bottom of the totem pole. Like if you look at the pyramid on the back of the dollar bill, right? You got the all seeing eye at the top, right? And it's a pyramid within itself. And you got to realize that the foundation is each ethnicity group up under the group, up under the pyramid. You feel me? So if you put us at the very bottom, the foundation, the so-called blacks, the majority that's holding the weight of everything, you feel what I'm saying? With the less at the bottom pole, you feel me? We fighting with each other right there through all this religious and everything that we don't, the black and all this shit right there amongst each other. First, we got to come together. Then we got to fight against everything above us. You feel me? Because we think that we got to do a black thing to come together. We got to have a us thing because they're going through the same thing that we're going through. It's fucking white people or so-called whites that's in the same predicament that we are. They're eating the same foods and going to the same schools and doing the same thing that we're going on doing. So we have to really realize that the bigger picture is the fighting the people at the top, which is the banking systems, because the banking systems is the one that's controlling all of everything. You feel what I'm saying? It's like the monopoly game. And my boy Bro Sanchez made an analogy about this last night. You feel me? It's about the monopoly game. It's like who winning. Everybody get the same amount of money when we start, right? So we all starting at an even point. But who got the most money? The bank. But they like the bank ain't playing. Exactly, because the bank don't play no games. The bank is controlling the issue and out everything. And we have to take our powers away from the banks. This is what they was trying to do with with the tax thing. And we were trying to give people the taxes, and they still took care of the banks. Because the banks is who the government is being controlled by. We got to know that we're being puppet by by Great Britain, and they're controlling everything by foreign nations. You feel what I'm saying? And we have to get away from that system. If we can collectively start trading and bartering our energy within ourselves and separate from the corporate standing, that's where the power is with us. See, we're giving them all of the power because we give them all of our energy and everything. You feel what I'm saying? So long as they got us all confused and running around thinking about politics and we gonna vote, because then you'll be trying to tell people what to vote for. You feel me? And we supposed to vote. How you know if everybody didn't vote for Trump? The people that did vote. You feel what I'm saying? It's just like, man, then we got to worry about who's voting for. It's like a big old shit. It's a bit too much separation for us to come together. And I hate to say that, you feel me? But we have to find the common ground. And the common ground is not the white man. It's the fucking the banking system and the politicians that we're going against. And all of the people got to get together to go against that. And I yield the floor.
Okay. I want to get Sonny in. Welcome, Sonny, and welcome my brother Art. All right, Sonny, get into it. And after that, my brother Art. Welcome to the panel.
Peace, peace. Mic check 1 2 1 2.
1 2 1 2, bro.
Can you hear me good?
Yes, sir.
Indeed. I'd like to first give an honors to everyone that's in the chat. Honors to everyone that's on the panel today, and honors to you, brother JT, for this live stream. I wanted to say that I agree with just about what everyone is saying. Before we can affect anything at the top, at the political level, we gotta learn to heal ourselves, because we as a people, we're not in a position. It's like we're trying to shoot at the top with slingshots. The more strategic and smart way to go about it is to start, if you want to go political, is to start at the local level with your local officials. And that's for everyone. We got a lot of people that's on the panel. We got a lot of leaders that's on the panel that live in different states. Everyone should be doing their part in each state. I think a lot of times we focus a little bit too much on who's in power at the time. When we didn't vote these people in, really, I mean, because we're so fragmented, we're so fragmented as a people, and then when we talk about uh, 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 Trump Gate or all these things that's happening, we don't really know for sure what is really going on behind those closed doors. We can only speculate based on what they're telling us, and we already know that the news media is controlled by the CIA. So I think it would be more profitable for us to focus on our conditions as a people. We're so fragmented. We got so many different groups. You know, I myself, I'm a Moorish American Muslim, but I don't oppose to working with Christians or Hebrew to talk about our issues and the things that we need as a people. So, like, it's going to take a lot more than just conversations. We're going to have to go out in our neighborhoods and start to try to talk to people and start to recruit people and we all should get together like brother Rob was saying. uh, um, there was talks about some of us with like minds getting together trying to start something. That's where the start of change happens. It's not going to happen overnight, you know but you also have to think strategically when it comes to whoever's in power, whoever's in the presidency. Like, while Trump's in his office right now, what can we gain from him being in office right now? For those who are in business or seeking to be in business, like, are there some good things that he's doing for businesses that will allow you to put your family in a better position? So, like, I think what we need to do sometimes, even when we do decide to vote for a for a particular president, we need to sit down and look at our issues and not concentrate on so much what the media says, because the media, they help sway who they want you to vote for. I mean, that's just a fact. So, um, not to kind of toot my own horn, but I'm trying to do something on the local level, me myself, and I'm seeing little guys in the hood changing the way they think based off of what little bit I've done so far. And plus, I'm trying to do something business wise. So, like, we all should be trying to do things of that nature, because we're all we got. Like, we should be linking up with the Black Panthers. We should be linking up with the Moors. We should be linking up with the Nation of Islam, our Christian brothers and sisters, and put away our petty differences and speak on our issues and try to affect something on a local level. Right? We have the power to create our own party, but we don't. A lot of times we sit on our hands. We sit on the power that's within us to affect change, and then, like, we complain about it. But if we don't want to go outside. Like, we've our elders, most of our elders just did a poor job with us, right? So in turn, we're doing a poor job as elders now to the youth now. Like, the youth now is worse than what my youth was.
Mm-hmm.
So it tells me that we're not doing what we're supposed to be doing on a local level. That's where it starts, the local level. So with that, I yield the floor.
Okay. Welcome, my brother Art. Thanks for coming. Put your piece in it, please.
Yeah, what's going on, fam? What's going on with everybody on the panel?
Peace.
Uh, yeah, I have pretty much an NOI background myself, but yet I'm an educator and dealing with different people. So I am very familiar with all hands on deck. Um, and one of the things that I caution when we have panels like this, we have to get out of this either or mentality. We got to take it all in. Everybody has something to contribute to the table. But sometimes what you bring into the table may not feel right, but give it time to see how it works before you try to cancel it. So that's one of the things I think we need to start practicing as a discipline, because it has been done before, but for some reason we kind of went away from that, and look where we are now.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we have a lot to offer. I don't care if you're from the street or from the corporate America, educational system, politics. You have something to offer, but you know, I consider all of these are pieces of the puzzle. Now you got to find a way to make them fit.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you got to know. You know how we tell our women stay in their lane, but it applies to us too. You know, what is your expertise? What do you do good? And there's a lot of things. There's a lot of things that brothers do well, but they rather do something else rather than stuff that God blessed them with. And that's the thing. And I know brother Rob know exactly what I'm talking about, because he's a educator himself. Because I've been teaching for about 23 years, so I see this all the time. I think mainly the generation, I guess the younger generation, really have to start putting themselves in a position where they could be taught some game.
Mm-hmm.
And they have to learn the difference between what is BS and what is good. Because sometimes they kind of paint things with a broad stroke just because they've been disappointed. But sometimes you know how we are these barbershops and we start debating and stuff like that. And it was older brother. And I do yield to my elders myself. I mean, me being a Gen Xer, I do yield to the baby boomers and so on. But this guy was so hard on the younger generation. He was very hard on them. Well, they're not this and they're not that and blah, 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 blah. And then for some reason, I was like, well, you know, you got to consider that, you know, most of our youth in inner city schools have group home parents, and they, you know, they just, it's not the same. You can't just say that it's a parent's fault. You know, some people are just really going through a struggle that you don't understand. Mm-hmm. And so, you know, he started talking about his son. You know, my son do this and my son do that. And I was like, well, I said, do you know what your son does when he's away from you? I mean, does he tell you everything? So I know he does. Well, I said, okay, well, I said, all I know is that the community plays a part in your life. This dude told me, and he probably had like maybe 15 or 20 years on me. He said, the community don't make you. That's what he said. And I looked at him, I'm gray hairs on his face, and you know how you do that whole Terminator and stuff. You start checking people out like, yep, he is an elder, but goddamn. So I had to break it down. I was like, well, he said, if the community makes you, then how does it make you? I said, if you're in the community, you get to see the good people and the bad people, and you get to decide which way you're going to go. You see those things. Everybody in your community is a lesson in your life. Because just because there's all kinds of crazy stuff going on or whatever, there's some good people in your community too. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So you gotta, everything that you do, even just on this panel, this is a life lesson. Everything is a life lesson, but you just gotta pay attention and don't just keep pushing things away, because when you pay attention, it buys you more time to do things greater than what you're doing that particular day. Yeah. So I would end on that one.
But you know, Art, and everybody else, I want you to hear this, bro, because see, of this channel, you can ask Sonny, even Huey. It's all about solutions on this platform, on this channel. So I gotta mention that. And also, Sonny, you understand what I'm saying, because I believe you on the. I did status part 1 and 2. And I can say this, that I'm one of the few brothers, I do be in these streets. I do be talking to young people. And I do interact with these people. I do interact with our community. But you know what's going on, brother? I'm not saying you. We don't get that many help because they see us as a lesser one. They figure, oh yeah, you need to be in this organization to do something. And to me, it's a bunch of bullshit. Because the way I look at it like this, each of us could take a task and do it for our community, and let's come together. And my frustration is this, that you're right. Wherever we good at, stick with. So I like to interact with our people in the streets because I know in a society, since they don't want to do it. So I take upon that. And again, I would urge anybody go to my channel and look for status 1 and 2. Status 1 and 2. I will break it down to some of us how we think and how we do certain things and how we alienate other factors in our community of our thinking. And I'm with you, Art. I'm with you. I just want to let you know that and everybody else. So anybody want to elaborate on that, please?
Yeah. Oh, I'm out of turn. Maybe somebody else want to chime in.
Oh, you want to jump in? Jump in. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's the thing that I've been looking at because hell, man, we black people, man, we the shit. that's the number one thing. But the thing is, we got to get back to being the shit. I mean, that's the bottom line. I don't care if you into trap music or lean or whatever that stuff is. Eventually, your greatness have to come over that. It has to really show. Now, I mean, me being a Gen Xer, I think we pretty much was overwhelmed by the crack generation, and I was born in a disco time, whatever. Where you see all the crazy stuff going on, but they try to normalize it, So now we're in a situation to where the younger generation, the young men are more sassy, and the girls are more assertive and go-getters. Where it used to be the other way around, at least when I started teaching. So now people trying to say, oh, that's normal. No, it's not. Because if you're not getting your young boys to grow up to be men and be assertive and be leaders, hell, what you got? You know what I mean? So, and if we saying that, what it takes men to teach these men or whatever, and they blame single moms, whatever situation it is, the bottom line is you gotta see that fat meat is greasy. You can't let people piss in your face and tell you it's raining. Some things are just not normal, and you got to call it out, and you got to do something about it. I mean, that's the bottom line. We can't, that's what I mean. I'll throw it on. I mean, I'll put that on there. So, because I know people want to chime in too.
All right. Go ahead, son.
Peace.
Peace.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so like I guess right now we're talking about some solutions. And to make it a little bit plain, what I'm referring to is we all understand sports, like football or basketball, any type of sport. You have a team that is together with a certain goal, but the team has a name. Everybody on the team, they sign a contract. Now I understand that, one person that's going out individually, they're doing their own thing. But if something more powerful can be done, we can do it, which is numbers, like-minded people.
Yep.
Like on certain football teams, they don't even want you on the team if you're not like-minded, like you're not serious about look. We having weightlifting season before it's required. Like if you want to join in, come on in. And like they want to win a Super Bowl. Like we should have the same mentality, but we seem to want to do things on our own. We need to link together. It doesn't matter which group that you're affiliated with. The common denominator is our situation and our life. Doesn't have to be religion. Doesn't have to be any of those things. Is what we want for our young people, what we want for our future. So we have to come together. We can't be just we. It's like with each of us are a finger, and when we close our fingers together, it turns into a fist. Like I'm looking at one brother's his picture. It's a fist on there that has a meaning to it, which means us together. Like when I go out and try to do what I do for my community by myself, like I'm basically poking a finger. But what I'm trying to do is show that on a local level it can be done. I'm trying to lead by example. So like if we all were to get together, we could all help each other out. We can, set something up to where you can pay a $2 due, a $5 due, and everything will be transparent. Like everybody get to see the books and what everything. Like things can be done. We can't sit back and continue to do the same thing, expecting change to happen, because it's nothing's going to happen. We're going to continue to talk about our issues, things of that nature. So the solution is, uh, from my standpoint, is for us to get together and do something. With that, I yield the mic.
Okay. Anybody could chime in. Let's go.
I think Brother Hugh is next.
Whoever.
Okay.
You want to go? You want to get on?
Yeah, brother. Yeah, man. I'm a little bit worried. I mean, I'm partially worried and partially have hope. It's because I remember
Bro.
we
Go ahead.
somebody wanted to come in.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry, Art. Go ahead, we brother.
Okay, I'll fill in the blanks until the brother comes in.
Go ahead.
Like the Gen Xers were pretty much told while we were young, we are the, I guess, or the observation of the Gen Xers was, the stuff that we're supposed to learn at 18, we learn at 23 or 24. And now the generation, the stuff that they learn, that they're supposed to be learning at 18, they learn at 30. So there is a progression of something that's kind of holding us back. But I think we as men and women, I guess, we have to find ways to crack that combination code to make sure that we bring things back to status. Because, I mean, if you look at the music, you look at the things that we do, a lot of things are, and it's not just my taste, it's just more of an observation of what is considered greatness and what is good, what is considered progress, and so on. It just even down to the trends. For example, you got rappers wearing dresses, okay, and then you complain about it, but you got a generation of people saying, "So what?" And you know what I mean? You have the number one female rappers is pretty much Nicki Minaj and Cardi B, strippers. Where before you had Queen Latifah and MC Light, even though they were on some masculine stuff, but still they were pretty much respectable for for your little girls to look at and even say some of the lyrics. So I'm really concerned about things attacking our youth more aggressively, and some of us are looking the other way. I think we really need to start being way more of what's going on. We need to be way more cautious because, I mean, I hate to hear people just complain about our youth and not even lending a hand or a solution or being there. I'm over in the inner cities. Well, I've been doing the inner city school for 20 something years. I mean, where you seeing like how the bullets be hitting the ground, you see the sparks. I've seen all kinds of stuff. I'm in Crip and Blood territory. Right now I'm in Crip territory. Before I was in Blood territory. But those are my babies. Those are my students. They were there. I mean, put it this way. I'm sitting there walking to my job, and there's a big gang war about to happen. And you know how these groups of people start running and about to go ahead and get down or whatever. So I'm like walking to the building, and the ones that I taught from 9th grade to 12th, some of them were like, excuse me, just move over there. They were being even though they're about to kick somebody's ass, they were making sure I move out the way and and they were being very, very respectful, just to get past me to kick somebody's ass. You know what I mean? So reason why I'm bringing that up is because there is something in our youth that want to do the great stuff, but hell, they're being handed with this automatic after school programs that don't really help our community. So and I like the fact that when I hear brothers like JT and others talk about how they do things in the community and stuff like that, and it doesn't get CNN press and stuff like that, but it sometimes it gives you more inspiration and more fuel, and it makes you feel like you ain't wasting your time when you doing the same stuff. So I ended on that one.
Appreciate that, Art. My brother Huey, you can get on that.
Yeah, I agree with the brother, man. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, because I got 5 boys, you know what I'm saying? So I'm out here with these with the youth all the time, you know what I'm saying, coaching and trying to just play my part. You feel me? And you can show you see the appreciation when you come around. Like when I go to the school, like all the kids know me from elementary all the way up to high school because I got kids in all age groups. So you just see the effect when we there, when they see the male presence, man. It's just like, man, I just see the part, you know what I'm saying, knowing that it's a lot of single households out here. You feel what I'm saying? And just like, man, just try to, lend my house open to young brothers around the neighborhood. My kids is cool with everybody. I just try to play my part, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I think the biggest start, it starts at right there. You know what I'm saying? Because they're attacking our youth at the very young stages. You know what I'm saying? Like me personally, I'm in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of us here. You feel what I'm saying? But like when I grew up, it was like it's an apartment complex all around everywhere. You feel me? Just say like on the street I grew up on, it's probably 12 apartment complexes. Right? When I grew up, it was a pool. Each apartment complex pool was open. You feel me? They had a pool. We had pools. We had basketball courts. You know what I mean? Like we can come up and down the street and do. We had something to do. You feel what I'm saying? Now they closed all the pools, all the parks, all the basketball. I mean, like it's nothing for them to do. You feel what I'm saying? And for them to play any sports or something like that, say it's $150 a child for them to play sports. You feel what I'm saying? So just think, every time just to even play basketball or football, I got to pay $1,000 damn near just for my boys to even play. You feel what I'm saying? That's just the play. You feel what I'm saying? So I'll be looking at all the other little parents and like my cousin, for instance. You know what I'm saying? She a single mother and she got more kids than I do. You feel what I'm saying? So it just be like, man, how do I get her to get all her boys over there? Like, you feel what I'm saying? So I just be like, man, I be telling the rec centers, like, man, y'all community centers, man, and y'all turning away all of the youth in the community. Y'all making them pay. And most of these parents is struggling to pay bills and things of this nature. So you leaving the kids out with nothing. So then they turn to the gangs because that's the next step to a brotherhood or some type of grouping or something out there, because you know what I'm saying, the religious situation, they're not interested into the Bible and to the suit and tie and the Jehovah Witnesses. You know what I'm saying? They not on that level, man. Just to say that, man, and just like, man, it's really about taking effect of your side of your community, man, because I try to do as much as I can around my neighborhood. They all know me. You feel what I'm saying? They call me preacher man. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm just always, I got to give them something, man. You know what I mean? Like, stop killing each other, bro. I feel the same way, bro. Like, I'm in a blood and Crip neighborhood. Like, they done turned my neighborhood into a blood and Crip neighborhood. It's like crazy, man. It's just like, man, like, man, we got to get a hold of our community. That's all I got to say, man. Just like we really do, man. And I think that's the reason why we so far and abroad, like with us leaders is speaking. You feel me? Because they don't want us together, because together we'll have more power to be able to make something happen. You feel what I'm saying? So they got us so spread out, and it's so hard to take control of your community, especially like me, because I'm not young, but I'm not old either. You know what I'm saying? I don't consider myself old, but I'm 40, but I don't consider myself up there with them, because I try to inter act with the younger youth, with the younger youth and stuff like that, and try to be able to relate to them. You feel what I'm saying? And man, it's just like a lack of effort on the whole standpoint, man. Not for real, man. Like I see the NOA and I hear, but they ain't doing nothing but pushing their message and pushing their final cause, and like the Christians, they pushing their issue, and like Jehovah Witnesses, they pushing their issues, man. And if you're not hearing what they talking about, it's like, man, you the devil, and they thinking on the savior. They don't think that we can save ourselves. So that's what's so hard to get our community to come in, because they so religious. They're thinking that the fucking Messiah gonna come out the sky and save everybody. We've been waiting on this damn Messiah forever. So like, man, that's just one of the major problems for us to get together in our communities. And I think that we have to just, I don't know, try to see some real understanding in that, man. I think if we all really realize that it's you, and I look at each and every one of you brothers on the panel as the creator. You feel me? So I would respect you as the creator, and I would hope that you would look at me in the same eye and respect me. And if everybody around the world looked at each other like that, man, I think this would be the way that we can make the whole thing graduate. Like, you know what I'm saying? Really just take that turnover, man. We got to stop looking outside of ourselves for anything to come save us. We got to get up and move it ourselves and know that we going to be the ones that make the change. Not nothing else going to come change and save us. You know what I'm saying? That's what, I don't know. And I just yield the floor with that.
Well, for me, it's this that I feel you. I feel Huey, but this is me again. I'm gonna put me into it because that's what I learned from my parents. If you all about solving the problem, you gotta put yourself. You gotta put yourself in it. All right. Like I said, I be in the streets. I talk to the kids. I even talk to the grown-ups. I do whatever I can to help. And I have to say it again. There's not enough of us willing to do that. Now, go to schools and all like that. I'm not saying that because we definitely need more brothers going to schools. We need more educators like my brother Art and brother Rob. We need that. But I'm talking about for me now, it's not enough. There's not enough brothers and sisters that are willing to go. Like, see, I did shop. I just did so little food shopping with it. So it was two little kids. You know, I said, "You all right?" I talked to them. I didn't do it just to show, but I know once upon a time I was a kid, and then you know, to certain parts of the community wasn't there. I said, "How you doing?" I said, "I'm fine." Stuff. What's the matter? I can't get back. I need some money for the bus. You need some money for the bus? Are you hungry? Yeah. I'm gonna get you some. You get on the bus. Okay, thank you. I even had a cab to wait for me. I told her, "Okay, can you take me wherever?" I said, "Where you want to go?" And and they say, "You live in such." Also, "Oh, you live around my way." But I gave them the money anyway. I gave some food. Got in the cab, dropped them all. They were like, matter of fact, they lived like the cross street I had. But at the same time, I was not looking for any benefits. That was something that I love to do. I love doing that. So they could be safe. So they could know that there's somebody care for them. And I think that Art, I'm glad, brother Art, you talk about that because that part where I'm coming from, it's not being mentioned enough. That part that us as a people, we turn our head on that. You'd be surprised that by put yourself in that situation, you'd be happy. I was so overjoyed because I'm helping the person put a smile on their face.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, and it feels good because I'm a godfather. I do the best I can to be there for my god kids. I had a son, but he's in me with the ancestors. So of his memory, I'm pushing it. Not just because my memory, but all our ancestors that laid the foundation. And again, I gotta say this: go to my channel and look for status 1 and 2. We gotta stop being a certain status to think, okay, I'm doing my part, and whatever part it is fuck it. Nah, everybody plays a vital part. Everybody plays a vital part and respect that. Encourage that. We gotta learn to work at the one core, not at certain cores that we want to. And I see that in the sisters, but especially us as brothers. I see it. And I hate it. And I respect every brother on this panel that we are creators in our own way. So let's respect each other creation or what we do or that we bring to our community and stop the fascists. Stop it. We have to understand that our community is in a state of turmoil. And it takes each and every one of us to help bring solutions. Now, the solution is going to be overnight? No. But we got to constantly keep on bringing to it and respect it. Like Huey, I need your help. Sonny, I need your help. Art, I need your help. And it's supposed to be vice versa. It got to be vice versa. That's where it's got to come from. And even sisters too. I'm just for me, it's started. I'm just done. Excuse my language. It just fucks with me because I'm not saying the brothers on here. No, I'm not talking about you. Trust and believe. I'm not even talking about the ones in the chat. You know, it's just that I see it outly. It's damn frustration. It really is. That the people in the street is a scum of the goddamn earth. And you turn your neck, and then some of us, we turn our nose up in them, and then they'll say, well, I don't have to help them. I'm just going to do, nah, they need help too. And so I take upon myself, I'm going to put myself out there that I've been doing for years. Even now I'm in New York, now I'm in Virginia. I take it. And I'm proud to do that. Anybody want to talk, y'all go ahead.
Indeed. Yeah, honest to you guys, your reasonable service to our community. To the one brother with the that was talking about the the football team and how he helps with the coaching and he was saying how the kids admire him and I understand that and I've seen that and that is a very powerful position to be in. Just want to give you this little extra degree that the to give you a little something extra to help in your community where you are. So you're already a leader. They see you as a leader. So I think that what you should do is find some brothers that are like-minded like you and link together with them to create something more. So for instance, like they're learning the sportsmanship degree with you, and the degree of hard work and what can be accomplished with hard work. Maybe you can meet, maybe you know a brother that's good with carpentry or welding that has a particular skill or truck driving, and you can set something up to where they don't just learn football or basketball or soccer or any type of sport. They can learn a particular skill. Like, so what you were saying was what you are doing in your community and the impact that you are having in your community. But if you were to go out and reach like-minded brothers that are skillful in other things that have the same like mind as you, y'all can create something greater than what you're doing. So when I mentioned about the fingers creating the fist, this is what I'm talking about. Getting together and, making plans and executing those plans in our community. What we're talking about, we're doing, even with some of the stuff that I've been doing, that's like reasonable service for leaders to do. But let's get more organized now. Let's start linking up and talking with other brothers who have the same spirit as you to create something bigger and better. I mean, honest to you guys for
Facts,
going out and
bro.
talking to the
Hey,
kids.
hey, and another thing we do is give. We be doing like my one homie. We do like giveaways. We be doing like bikes and stuff like that on the holidays. But we be having a problem with the city about doing like food drives and stuff like that, and like giving away food. You feel me? Because you got they don't even want you giving away food to the homeless, bro. Like, this is crazy, man. It's crazy.
Indeed. And honest to you for that, brother. Keep up the good works. And then and I would admonish you to again link up with some more like-minded brothers, man. That some of the kids don't even know how to change a tire. You know what I'm saying? Like link with some of these kids. You know what I mean? You got some people on YouTube that you can link up with to where somebody might be willing to come down and teach a lesson or two. That this is the power of coming together and creating something. We can't continue to uh, um, want to try to do things out on our own because it's going to be impossible. It's going to take all of us. Like I might be just the shoulder, JT might be the neck. You know what I'm saying? Like we all are a part of a body that's trying to get something to move. So when I say things like brothers coming together, it's something different than what we've been doing all along. Like we've been trying to do stuff on our own. I know we're tired. We get home, we're tired. Uh, uh, um, but we need to be a little bit more vocal in the community. Like sometimes when I walk around in the stores and I see so many Asiatic walk past each other, don't even speak. It's good to speak. How your day? How was your day doing? And next thing you know, you might meet a doctor who might be willing to get some sort of lessons or a lawyer. Like our children need to see these things. And at the same time, when you bring people together to help the community, that's where you tie in the political things. That's where you tie in the things that we need as a people, as a whole. It has to be a group of like-minded people with one particular goal in mind, and that is to find out what we need, social, economic, and politically. Like some of the gang members are some of the best businessmen in the world. Like, cause they deal with money all day, so they're businessmen and don't even know it. So it's up to us to show them a different way. It's going to take more than sports. It's going to take more than our reasonable service, and that's the point I want to drive home. I pass the mic.
Okay, anybody else wanna
Yeah, I
go
want
ahead?
to piggyback and respond to I guess Brother Healy and Brother I can't even see my screen. Brother Sonny. Salams to you, brother. A lot of
Salam alaikum.
yes, sir, yes, sir. Like salam. Um, a lot of organizations that he talks about, religions and all that kind of stuff. You have to look at the end of the day, these are necessary disciplines for people that need some kind of guidance. You can't just do it by yourself. And a lot of things that's happening in our community, we're really lacking patience and discipline on a lot of things that we need to do. So that's why, like the brother said, he's from the Moorish Science Temple. I have an NOI background myself. I'm not as active. That's why I'm not trying to play Mr. Super FOI. But but the thing is, we do reach out and do things together. There's lots of businesses with Moorish Science Temple, Sunni Muslims, Christians, all working together. But the thing is, when they're done with the business, they go home and recap and recharge their batteries in their faiths. So, and at the same time, too, there are organizations. I don't know if you haven't. I don't know if he's seen it because I think he's in Atlanta. But there are organizations that do work with people that are not in their organization, but they just can't give them everything. But they are doing some things. There are some schools Like for example, I mean, you got some of these Catholic schools. People are in these schools that's not even Catholic. You see what I'm saying? You know, the thing is, you got to utilize the resources that are available. And people like to try to compare us with, do the comparison with Asians and Arabs and, like, well, Arabs do this and Asians do that. Let's be clear. They're not better than us. For the most part, they're doing the stuff that we used to do. The
Mhm.
problem is we put that aside because I'm not saying that it's by choice, but there's a lot of circumstances that were handed to us that we trying to work our way out of. And yeah, I will blame the white man. But it's not just the white man, it's the system that he set up that he benefits from. So yes, my demise is his joy. You know what I mean? The fact that if my sons or the boys are effeminate, he feels safe. The fact that my women are super butch or whatever and in your face, that's not going to keep the family together. He loves that. You know what I mean? And at the same time, he's feeding commercials, he's paying music and all that to keep the fire going. So yes, it is him. But the thing is, it's the systems that he set up. So I would definitely appeal to anyone. Obviously, you don't have to necessarily join an organization, but you got to find some way to learn some discipline and patience from these things, because you can't just sit there and close your eyes and wait for it to come out of the clear blue sky. The last thing that I would say, and this is probably one of the most unpopular things that educators say, is that college is for everybody. It just depends on your major. There's always some kind of pushback. But my whole thing is, like, I'm out here in LA, so we got UCLA out here, and that's pretty much one of the most prestigious schools out here. And they have the Bruins Bear. And if you go to the campus, and the Bruins Bear is right there in the middle of the campus. When people walk around the campus, it looks like Chinatown. Okay. And the reason why I bring it up, because for the most part, UCLA was usually for the white people, right? But now it's them. And I'm definitely not going to say that they're better than us, but they're utilizing our systems. We had grandparents that used to go, that never went to school, never had an education, but they worked hard to make sure their children get an education. That's what they're doing now. And the thing is that obviously I would look at a degree as something to show that you read the instructions before you put the bike together. Okay? Because basically sometimes a degree gives you that business license, sometimes it give you those jobs, and sometimes it puts you ahead of people, or sometimes it puts you in position to where you can compete with you can really go face to face and toe to toe with your competition. So, and the reason why I'm really saying this a lot as well is because in our faculty meetings, we got these white ass excuse me, you got these white teachers that will say that to our kids, but at the same time, their kids got master's degrees and bachelors and all that kind of stuff, living the life, while our kids are struggling. Listen to these fools' advice. So obviously, we already know it's not for everybody. We know that. But my whole thing is that, you know, you got to go for the highest thing before you settle for the lowest. You can't just go for the lowest and say, this is all I'm going to be and that's it. No, if you want to do this and you want to aim high, I know the brother talked about dealing with sports, things like that. Not only he could do something for a sports team, but he can run a sports organization with sports medicine, sports agencies, and all kinds of stuff. So these kids don't have to go to these white people and try to depend on them, selling them lies and stuff like that. He's the one that can look out and make sure everybody's getting the fair treatment just because of his vision and his expertise. This is what I'm really talking about. We got to start really pushing for the highest goals. That's it.
Okay. Anybody want to because I'm getting ready to close out in a few minutes and stuff. Huey, my brother Huey, brother
Yeah,
Sonny.
that was big facts, bro. You dropped some gems right there, man. drop some gems, man. Definitely, man. I'm definitely trying to do all of those things, man. I do construction as well. I do home improvement, so yeah, I be dibbling and dabbling a little bit of whatever I can. You know what I'm saying? And but I try to teach them. One thing I try to be mindful of teaching them though is that I'm trying to get away from this black and white situation. You feel what I'm saying? And that's one of my major pushes to everyone. You know what I'm saying? I've been on the road of the too powerful and the black and all the black, and realizing that that's one of the things that we have been doing over a period of time that's been hindering us as a people. You know what I'm saying? Because once we realize if we're going to be conscious and be speaking truth, and then I say this again, you know what I'm saying? We're not black. If I know that my skin is not black, my hair may be black, or you know what I'm saying, but then we have to be more conscious about adding that to ourselves. So we have to stop teaching our kids that and letting the schools be the when I go to the schools, I go to the schools to be on the children's side, on the youth side. You know what I'm saying, and show them a couple of tricks that the school don't even know, that the teachers might not even be aware, as far as counting and just the spellage of words and analogy and things like that. And the kids are able to catch on to it so quick. So that's why they look at me in a different light. You feel what I'm saying? It's like when I go to the schools, even, because it's all black, we got black principals and so-called black everything. You feel what I'm saying? So when I go to the schools, it's like, oh, here come Mr. Duncan again. You don't even know telling what he gonna do when he get to a class, but they love him. You feel me? So it's like, man, I mean? It's like, man, they can't tell, they want to let me substitute a class, come in and speak or do what? They don't know what they want to let me do. Feel me? So like, I'm trying to really push some critical thinking courses. We need to start pushing some critical thinking onto our youth and to our parents as well, man. And challenging some of these preachers and imams and things of that nature about some of the things that they're pushing, man, because it's the ideology and the things that they're pushing on us that's hindering us, because it's a mind state. You think that it's a physical war. We're fighting for our mind, our spirit, and our mind as well. You feel what I'm saying? They're playing a lot of mind games, and that's where the attack is at, subconsciously. We can't see that, and I think that's where the focus need to be at. You feel me? That's where we need to focus our energy at, and start seeing these spells and these things that they got that's hindering us, because we got to do something. And I realize that it's the educational system as well that is not that good, because they teach us about a bunch of lies to keep you dumbfounded. You feel what I'm saying? About all the truths that's going on. And then we think that we need these credentials to be to have a certain status. You feel what I'm saying? Like, we think that you need to have a lot of people go to college and don't even have can't get a job in a major that they major in. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, man, and got debt. You just building up debt. They go to a university, they don't teach you about the universe. It's a whole bunch of lie and deception that's going on. And we need to stop putting our efforts and our energy into it. This is where they're hindering us at. And they're getting us at our youth, because then they teaching our youth. We got to worry about going to the work system and worried about that. That's why our youth is the way they are. You feel what I'm saying? And this is the problem, because we're leaving them to teach our generations, and that's the major problem, man. We need to start teaching ourselves the real truth of who we are and real truth, man. I'm talking about all the way down. They got us starting with 1 to 10, and 10 is not a number. 10 is a combination of 1 and 0. They taught us don't even start with 0, and that's a problem. It's only 10 numbers, and 10 is not one of them. On none of your phones and none of your calculators and none of that do you have the number 10. You have 0 through 9. It's 10 numbers. It's a major problem. They got us all twisted up, man, and I just yield the floor on that, man.
All right. Okay. Oh. Anybody else that want to talk more about what Brother Huey talked about?
Yeah, at the end of the day, you got to arm yourself with weapons if you want to survive in the society. So you gotta take all these ideals in and make it work. I mean, that's pretty much the best thing, because again, these people from other countries, They dance in circles around us because they're doing the stuff that we feel that we shouldn't do. So we can't be going out there losers and stuff because we are better than these people. We are better. Matter of fact, they still, you know what's crazy, man? Even though we're being peed on and looked down upon, they're still imitating us.
Mm-hmm.
They're still trying to be like us, but yet they're using a lot of our systems against us. You know what I mean? I just don't like to see us on the losing end, and I don't like to see our youth struggling over some stuff that we could have helped them in the very beginning. It bugs me because I've been seeing this year after year after year. Because I'm about to retire in about 6 years. I got in 6 years. I'll be 30 years for me in teaching. So I know what. See, the thing is, this is not a vision I'm giving y'all. This is what works. This is what I've seen. The problem is, people put their feelings ahead of their research.
Emotional.
Yes. And I'm like, and you know, feelings is important because that's your subconscious, right? That's a thought. That's a creative sentiment. But at the end of the day, you got to make those things a reality. You got to make them real. I mean, I can go more another panel. I can go more into that, but we have to start really bringing things to fruition as men. You know, that's what we do. You know, says, I got an idea about something, and, and the man says, "Hey, you know, what do we need?" And then she'll tell you, "We go ahead and make it happen." I mean, it's just about.
Yeah, that's cool. That's true. I said for me, it's just that I'm happy that we having this discussion, and sometimes that it does get heated, and sometimes, and I hope that one day in the future get more sisters, on this on the conversation too, because they gotta have we gotta have the input on this. But I'm glad that today when I did at first I was gonna do maybe do a little maybe hour, some minutes after that. But today I feel like talk about different things. The Underrated Darkness Morning Random Conversations Part 2. And I feel that Brother Rob was talking about the death of the Republican Party, and me talking about the things that us as brothers and even sisters need to do. And I have to say this again, and I'm gonna keep on emphasizing. And I understand each brother is talking about on a panel, and even sisters in the chat. But I'm gonna keep on hopping on this, and I want all of us to understand it, and even me. We gotta stop. We gotta stop having this status mindset, and we have to understand when we see it, we have to talk against that and understand. Let that brother or sister know that that person does play a role in our community. And until we start doing that, it's going to be more deeper confusion really happen. It's going to be more animosity that was within our people. And each of us do play a part in our community. And let me say it again. Each of us does play a part. And that's what I hope to see one day. I really do. Because that's when we can start work within ourselves. I mean, work with each other. And to understand that there's a lot at stake of us as a people. That's what I want to happen. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Art.
Oh no, I just belched.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm doing an olive oil cleanse right now.
I got you. I got you.
Right now, as we speak, brother, I'm doing this 16-ounce olive oil cleanse from Dr. Goss. If anybody's familiar with that, it is hell, but it's necessary.
I got you. Okay. I'm glad you're on that side, brother. He starts messing with you. You on this side, you get your ass out of here.
Yeah, brother. Yeah, but I'm gonna be well by the new year.
No, that's good though. And then we got And we got to talk about stuff like that, brother. I would like for you to come on the man's talk. I be having man's talk every Friday, going on a month and a half, and I would like you to come by, and we talk about man's talk. We talk about the things that impact our community. I mean, our issues, and we also talk about what we need to work on, but also we talk about the injustices that we keep on going on. And I want you to come on. You know what I mean? Sometimes we have a little fun. I ain't gonna lie, but we find solutions. You know.
You're not a problem because these the panels that I choose to get on. I don't, you know, the other panels that be going on. I'm like, yeah, but I'd rather be on building panels like this.
I appreciate that.
You know, because that's all I'm about. Because that's our man. That's our nature as men is building. Women's, but the thing that I noticed on a lot of these women panels, see, one of their biggest natural elements that they don't tap into is healing.
Yeah,
that's their shit. But they want to come like we do. And I'm like, no, we're the ones that's really, you know, struggling and pushing and building. That's what we do. We toughen, we sharpen each other's swords. You know,
right.
You know, we make ourselves ready to go back outside and do what we got to do.
Right. And then go more to your point, and that's what sometimes when we see righteousness, that's the nature of us as man to call it out. And but the sad thing about it, there are some brothers, they be on these panels and they don't say nothing. So brothers like us that is willing to put ourselves out there. Listen, this is wrong. It's hurting our community. Now they're being honest. They wearing panties.
Yeah.
They wearing panties. And then they want to defend. No, you cannot defend righteousness. And women, I don't want y'all to defend the righteousness for us as black men either. But it's got to stop. And so for me, it's like, brothers, if you're listening right here, if you know any sister that calls righteousness in our community, you have the right to call it out. And please don't say, oh, I have daughters or I have sons and stuff like that. You know, because what you're doing, when you was not saying anything, you're making it hard, even if you had daughters of young men, because they figure that this is the norm they do. That is not the norm. I refuse to accept any righteousness from a black man or black woman. Let me repeat myself. I refuse to accept righteousness from a black man or black woman. I am not going to accept that.
You know what's crazy, brother? That's going to, you know, the stuff that our little girls witness from them, our little girls going to grow up to get hurt.
Mm-hmm.
So it's bad enough that some of the brothers are not around to shape and mold certain things for their little girls. But at the end of the day, when they see the ratchetness, of course, for those that are listening, we're not talking about all women.
No, we're not talking about some.
Right. So some people start internalizing it. No, we're talking about the ones that apply. But that being the case, that's being pretty much on the forefront. And when these little girls keep seeing that, man, it's and like I was saying earlier, that these young people, they're not put in a position where we can reach them. Imagine their generation after that. You know, so you got to be able to at least try to put it this way. Certain people, when they smoke, they don't smoke around their kids. Some people smoke weed, but they don't smoke around their kids. Some people drink alcohol, but they don't drink around their kids.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so be certain things you got to be able to have, like I said, have some discipline, but yet make sure, you know, you kind of have to be real about some of these things you're doing are just not right, but you don't want your kids to have repeat the same cycle.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and go more to the point. I want the brothers to add on, and then after that, each brother gonna have their last remarks. I'm gonna have last one. I'm gonna close this out. And also, the problem is too, we gotta start letting our kids be around grown people talk. No,
yep,
that is a no. Cause my parents, I didn't shoot. I was the youngest for almost 13 years. My parents didn't tolerate that. No. This is grown folks talk. You go in the room or you go outside, and you come back a certain time, you feel that we are finished. So, and it's got, and it's, you know, us as grown-ups, we got to have more discipline of our kids, and the righteousness is going on, and even young boys is not being mentioned enough either. Then also, you got to, like my mother, like I always said this, my mother sat me down and this is how the woman's supposed to act. This is how you work with a woman. And my mother always say this: if a woman is not willing to accept you as an equal partner, she is not the one for you. Let me repeat that again. My mother, if she's not willing to be an equal partnership with you, relationship, work with you, building with the family, she is not the one for you. So I urge mothers, you have to sit down and talk to your young boys. Stop be thinking that they know it all. Stop letting whatever father is around that is not around, don't take it out on them because it's not their fault. And fathers, stick to them, no matter what it is. Because I know it's get hard. Brothers, hang in there. Even brothers like me that is as a godfather, plus I'm a community father. I'm gonna be right there wherever I can. And and that's what it's all about. So we have to call out ratchetness. That's what's going on. And brothers, when you don't say nothing, and I'm talking through our social media, but especially YouTube, when you don't say nothing, just understand you hurt your family, but you hurt throughout the community. So that means that if you want to base your opinion, whatever it is, you do not have no credibility. And sisters, and I'm talking about sisters, when you see other wrestlers going on too, I'm talking about some of y'all refuse not saying that, y'all do not have no credibility at all. And y'all have to understand that. We have to get the rotten seeds out and plant these good seeds so our culture could be strong again. So on that note, here we last remarks, please.
Yeah, man. It's always a pleasure being on your panel, JT, and building with these like-minded brothers, man. I wouldn't want to do nothing else, man. I don't like wasting my time on watch TV. I'd rather watch you and get some great information from some like-minded brothers, man. So it's always a pleasure, man. Keep your head up, man. Elevate yourself, man. Let your ripple effect start within yourself. You are the only thing that can change your surroundings, period. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I want to say, man. Y'all keep your head up, man, and much love to everybody.
I appreciate this, and I appreciate your contribution to our community, Huey. I really appreciate that. And we're gonna bang with you all the way. Brother Art,
Yes, sir.
Huey, tell me about your channel. Tell people about your channel, please.
Yeah, Huey P, man. If y'all ain't subscribed to me, man, go and subscribe to me, man. We have fun over there, man. I joke, I rap, I have my boys on there, man. I give you some good information. I'm also on the Discord, so you can find a link to the Discord. We have some great builds on there, man. It's a 24-hour building session over there. We just not live because we like to do some real building, and we got some great things going there. We talk about Bitcoins. We got some great Bitcoin information back there for y'all, and a lot of information back there. So go to my Huey P YouTube and check out my Discord. Power to the people, man. Holla at me.
All right. Thanks a lot, brother. Thanks a lot. So support the brother. All right. Support the brother. All right. Brother, last remarks and talk about your channel, please.
Yeah, I don't really have. I mean, I have a channel, but it's pretty much just displaying the stuff that I do.
Okay.
But other than that, I just try to be contributors to people's channel and add what do you call it? Positivity and support. So I can help them grow and whatever I can do, even on the end of doing stuff on the business side, whatever I can do. And just to close out too, one of the reasons why I keep pushing college and all that kind of stuff, because I'm tired of seeing different people that don't look like me educating their kids. Okay, I'm tired of seeing people that don't care about us trying to scope the minds of our people. So, I mean, I see all this stuff because I do teach college. I teach high school and I teach college.
Okay.
So, and just because you're on the street or whatever it is, it doesn't mean that you're not an intellectual. You just don't have a piece of paper to go with your education. There's so many people in the street that are intellectual, that are educated. The thing is, It's just like having a driver's license. A degree is like a driver's license. That's all that is. So people, we need some more help in that in the educational realm, sisters, brothers, or whatever it is. And last thing, I bring in people from the streets to talk to my students in the college and get them a little money in their pocket. That's what there's people, we got opportunities, but we got to come together more. That's all I'm saying. So that's all I on that one.
I appreciate you. Stay right there. Again, I don't know. I'm gonna do a box analyst in about within an hour, but if not, it's gonna be fellowship dinner. It's every Sunday, early evening. I show my food and we sit down. We talk about issues like this. Sometimes we have fun, and that's gonna be like panel discussion. And I think that it's gonna be like selective. Now, people's like, why is selected right now? I see certain things was going on I didn't like. Y'all can go back like last Saturday. Not this Saturday, but Saturday before that. Y'all go listen to that. You know what I'm talking about. Also, I have a sports show every Monday, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. I want you to come to that me, my brother co-host, She Stay Sleep. I do music. I do music and boxing. This past week I did two jazz innovators. The late great Charlie Bird Parker and also John William Coltrane. That's on my channel. I want y'all to check that out. That's one of them. Those are my heroes. Oh, you were saying something?
No, I was just seconding with you. I was testifying with you.
Yeah, so this is part of history. These are the brothers. Even I did something about the sisters too. Y'all can go way back. Sarah Vaughan and Ella Fitzgerald. Y'all can go back. You go deep in the archives because it's been a minute. So y'all can listen to those. So this stuff is on my live stream that y'all could hear. But I want y'all to get those lights up on those. If I don't do a boxing analyst within an hour, I don't know yet, but if it is, y'all don't do just check. I'm not gonna send no advice, and I don't think I'm gonna send any advice of the fellowship live later on 7 o'clock. Now I'm letting you know right now, I might run a little late, so if it's not 7 o'clock, be definitely 8 o'clock. Cause I might have to give me a little rest before I start cooking and stuff like that. But just give me some time. But most likely it's going to be 7 o'clock. So again, you got the information. I tell you what you do. Check it out. And hopefully, if I don't do a boxing analysis within an hour or maybe an hour, or if not, the fellowship dinner is definitely going to go on, and it definitely is going to be dessert. All right, I'll create my own dessert and stuff. We're gonna have fun. We're gonna talk, and I want all y'all to come back. If we all about building, this is it. Let's go. Let's do it. So, on behalf of brother Rob, Sonny Boxing Talk, Huey, my brother Art.
Yes, sir.
And on behalf of everybody, I want to thank you so much to make this a powerful live stream. Share this stream. Share it. And also, I already post this on my community board on my channel. So I already post this on here. And most likely when I gotta set up the I gotta set up the fellowship thing too. But so I set it up within an hour. I'm gonna post that too. So tell many people to come, and we're gonna show my food. And after that, we're gonna have a little fun. We're gonna talk about a few things. So on that note, see y'all later. This one is Ghost.